Welcome to Glorious Kitchen. Enjoy today's recipe. Bye. This is a typical Nigerian meal called eba and Edikang Ikong soup. Eba is usually eaten with any soup of choice. To make your Edikang Ikong, you need 2 vegetables. One is called pumpkin leaf or ugu, and then the other, this is the ugu in front of you, and the other leaf you need is the spinach. All right. If you're in Nigeria or any African country, you use water leaf, but over here in the UK, they are very rare, difficult to come by, so we use spinach. Now the ugu, because ugu leaves are very rare in the UK, you get and buy what you see. So here, some are already spoiled. So what I did was I removed and threw away the spoiled ones and only made use of the fresh leaves. So when you buy your ugu, be mindful, make sure you take away all the spoiled ones. Now, to start making your soup, the first thing you do is to choose your protein. In front of you here, I have used turkey, tripe, and cow leg. All right, so use any protein of your choice that you prefer to eat. Now, this here in front of you is the crayfish. These are the ingredients: palm oil, salt, and multicolored peppers, some knorr cubes, and then the vegetables on the side, the ugu and the spinach leaf. Okay. Now, to prepare, the first thing you have to do, you prepare all your ingredients. Cut up as many peppers as you want. For this meal, I used only 4. Okay, slice them up into small bits. You can also blend them if you want, but I like to see them in the soup, so I only slice them. Now, this is the ugu. You have to take off the stalk. Yeah, you don't need that bit. So you only cut from the section where you see my thumb, cut that off, and they have to be thoroughly washed. As you can see, they need to be cleaned because sometimes they can be sandy. Now, for the spinach, you only cut off the top of it, and then you wash it and slice, all right, into small sections. They need to be thoroughly washed because of sand, and they have traveled from far into the UK, so ensure they are thoroughly washed in water a few times before you cook it. As you can see, I have washed this here, and then it's now time to slice the vegetables. You arrange them in order with the stalk section up at the top, and then you begin to slice. It's essential that they are sliced into smaller vegetables and not too big, because if it's big, you would see that in your soup and you may not like that. Anyway, slice to your own preference. I prefer to slice them into small sections. After slicing the ugu and that's ready, the next thing to do is to wash the spinach. Again, they must be washed thoroughly. As you wash it, any sand on the leaf will settle in your bowl. Take your leaf out and wash a few more times. When you're happy that it's all nice and clean, again, you arrange them and begin to slice them into small sections. This needs to be done for both your ugu vegetable and your spinach. As soon as that's ready, my protein has been cooking for about 45 minutes at this time because it needs to be soft. One thing I must say is when you are cooking your protein and that has tripe in it, do not salt it, otherwise it will take very long to cook. Once it's cooked, add your mixed peppers, add your crayfish, stir very well, add your oil. Because it's now winter time in the UK, the oil has become a bit congealed. That's what you see there. So that's still okay to use. Now cover it, let it all cook together. Check again, stir. Once that's ready, after cooking for a long time, my tripe and everything is still not as soft as I would like them to be. So for that reason, I ensured that I carried on cooking it as much as possible. And the next thing is to add your ugu leaf, cover, After adding a few more ingredients, you stir. Just keep stirring until you are happy with what you see. After stirring, add your crayfish again, some more crayfish. I decided to add the whole crayfish. The first one I used was the ground crayfish, okay, because I like to have a taste of it in the soup while consuming it. You stir and then bring in your spinach. Add your spinach to the rest of the soup. Cover. Once it's boiled down a bit, you stir again. After stirring, you add some more crayfish. You see, crayfish is what makes this soup. Add some more crayfish. Add a little bit of other ingredients, like I've added the knorr cubes here, okay, and a bit of salt. Then you can add some oil again. Okay, the crayfish and oil, they are very essential in making your Edikang Ikong soup. It has boiled down a bit. As you can see, the leaves are a bit soft. You stir so it all goes into the vegetables you added initially, and that is it cooking away. There's no water added here because the ugu must not be watery. So you can see it has come up with its own liquid. This is essential, otherwise you would have some watery soup and you will lose the taste, and you don't want that. Now, after you've added all the other ingredients, it is ready. Don't leave it cooking for too long. Your soup is ready to eat. At this stage, you can serve in any way you like, any way you prefer. Some like to have the soup in a bowl on its own. Others like to eat the soup and eba on the same plate. It's really up to you. So I've served it in different forms for you to see. Pick your preference. All right. Now, what you see here, this is where some people like the soup separately and the eba. Eba in Nigeria is also called swallow. Anything that comes in the form of a mold like this is called swallow. Eba, pounded yam, semo. You choose your swallow. Whatever swallow you want to eat your Edikang Ikong soup with is up to you. You can also have Edikang Ikong soup with rice. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to share with your friends and family. Bye for now.